G'day folks, Pakira here and welcome back to Trainworld tutorial series. Thanks to Turnpoint Games for providing me with this free review copy. So we have already gone previously into some of the tutorials there. Today we are hoping to do the basics and rail markings as well as expert signal controls. So without further ado, let's get stuck into it, shall we? Okay, again, I like that they do loops and turn points and everything on this game. It's nice. Before we start talking about signals, let's discuss rails and markings you see during construction, or by enabling construction view mode. Okay, so the little guy down there, so that click on the construction view icon. Okay. Right, so we can see straight away the speed limits. I can see the direction of the rail. Can see it's green, but we've got this red here, so that means it's probably not connected right. This view allows you to see rail markings, station rails, directions, speed limits, and signal icons. Let's look at some rails closer. See, I told you what we were looking at. There are 4 lines that could be drawn on the top of the rails along their length. The lines closest to the edge are direction occupation lines. The blue lines in the middle are no stop change signal lines. Okay, I'll try and follow along. In Trainworld, we use a right hand system. Looking along the rail, the line to the right is responsible for forward moving, and the line to the left is for backward movement. Okay, so I'm going forward here, backwards here. Yep, we've got the green light. Okay, yep. If you don't see one of the lines, it means a train is prohibited from moving in that direction due to station signals or lack of access. So look, yeah, lack of access. If you don't see lines at all, it means there is no access for the trains to that rail section. Okay. Yes, so here we can see we've got the line going this way, no problem, but there's an issue with the line coming this way. Outer lines will change colour if the rail section is free or occupied. So this, okay. Green means the section is free and red means the section is occupied. Cool. Try to hover the cursor over the rails to see the train name that occupies the rail. Takes a while to come up, and it was very, very brief. Yeah, that was very quick, and it was overlapping, but okay, I don't know if you saw that. I didn't really see it. Signals are essential for managing your rail network in Trainworld. They control train movements and ensure smooth operations. Learning how to place, edit and manage signals will help you optimize routes and maintain a reliable transport system. Now we are going to learn how to place signals. First, open Signals panel by clicking on the Signals button. Note you can't place signals at junctions, bridges, tunnels or stations. Okay. Hover over the rail section. The placement icon will snap to closest valid position. Once you can see a signal icon under the cursor, make a left mouse click to place the signal. Right, okay. Okay, we've got the signals placed. The new signal is added. The signal icon and the new signal will try to match the existing rules on the rail. One way or both ways, okay. During placement and signal editing, you'll see numbers next to the signal and in the UI panel. These numbers represent the distance to the closest signal or junction in both directions. Okay. So we've got 296 meters that way and 411 meters that way. Okay, so it's just going to help with your placements. So we could have probably gone a little bit more this way. Excellent. Okay, so we've got signals now. To start editing existing signals, click on the Signals button. Move the cursor over the existing signal so that an orange border will appear around it. Click on the left mouse button. Okay. The Signals panel will display all the information about the signal and its state. Change the signal direction by clicking on the direction button in the panel. Okay. as you can see, directional lines change as well. Try changing signal direction by clicking on the signal directly. Okay. If you want to remove the signal, click on the remove button on the panel to delete selected signal. Okay. And then we can place again. Let's try another way of removing signals. This time we're going to use the remove tool. Click on the dozer icon. Now click on the signal. Bish bosh bash, easy. Good, signal's gone. You can now also remove signal by removing the rails that the signal is located on. Yeah, that makes sense as well. Be careful when using both way signals. It is highly likely that two trains will eventually get stuck there. I made an example of this and how it can happen. There are two trains with a both way signal in the middle. Let's launch trains and see what happens. Yeah, single track though, you see. That's why you need a double track or a passing loop. Yep. To resolve this block, right click on one of the trains to open its pick panel. Right click. Now clock, go to depot. Click, go to depot to remove the train. Okay, good. Now unpause the game to let the other train continue on its path. Okay, so he's gone instantly to the depot. Okay. You can use both way signals only at places where there is only one train on the rail section. Otherwise, yes. Okay. Exactly, you want that passing loop here. Or sidings. Here I've made an example of how to avoid such blocking situation. It consists of a rail pocket, sidings, and two one-way signals. Correct. 1, 2. Here is one of the signals. As you can see, there's a one-way signal placed before the junction. Yes, it allows a train to stop without blocking traffic on a junction, and rails that are going in the opposite way. Correct. Love it. And vice versa. Signal is on the other side. Also one-way signal, but in opposite directions. Yes. Let's launch the trains and see what happens. I'll increase time. Yeah. Okay. Cool. They're doing what they should have done using the sidings. Bypass. Excellent. As you can see, the trains bypass each other. Yes. You now have a solid understanding, do I, of how to place, edit and remove signals, interpret rail markings and troubleshoot common issues. Correct. Congratulations. Woo! We've completed that section. Alright, so like I said, we're going to go to tutorial. We're going to actually finish expert signal controls as well. This is going to give us advanced signaling techniques, including chain signals. Oh goodness, okay. Let's go. I will show you how to place a lot of signals on a rail track. Cool. Here we have a double rail connecting two cities. We would like to use multiple trains and make sure that trains are able to operate with as little time as possible. Right, click on the signals. So for this we will add multiple signals to the rail track to allow trains to follow each other closer. Click on the signals button and open the panel. Select the existing signal by clicking on it. Click on the right Auto Build Signals button to choose the side we want to add signals to. Now we will set signal interval, the distance between neighbouring signals. Click minus until it says 700. So that's the interval, okay? And then we'll press confirm. As you can see, we can add 11 signals, okay? We can only add signals in the space between junctions and or buildings. Click confirm. Ah, damn, I should have looked at that before. Okay, so 700 meters now, okay. Great, now you can see in the map view that we have multiple new signals. Yep, oh yes we do, and they're all 700 meters apart. Love it. They will allow trains to follow each other closer and reduce waiting times. Excellent. Okay. Since we can add a lot of signals at once, we might need to remove a lot of signals at once. You're going to show us how. Excellent. That could come handy. So, Here we have a number of signals that we need to remove. Let's check the signal in the world view. Double click on the signal to move to the world view. Okay, double click. Open signals, and we've got there. Select the signal. Numbers next to the remove signals button represent how many signals we can remove. Click on the right remove signals button. Okay, so we can remove 3 signals. Okay, as you can see, the right number became 0, yes. Now click on the left remove signals button to remove the left signals, and we can remove 4. Okay, and now click on the remove button to remove the selected signals. Okay, so that's just selected the signals, and now we press that, and bish bosh bash. Oh yes, I can see. This is all free now. Now you can know how to clear rail sections from multiple signals. Another important tool in your arsenal is no stop or chain signal options. This option operates on per train basis and connects current signal with the next signal along the train's path. If next signal is green, current signal will also be green, correct, and the train may proceed. It blocks trains from stopping on the track between these signals, and thus named no stop. Yes. Here we have a signal before the junction. Let's select it by clicking on it. Okay. Just having a look here so we can see. Yep. Now click on the right no stop button to activate this function. Okay, so that's no stop, left, right. Gotcha. Okay, so we've got the blues. Browsing up with blue lines showing the no stop section. Excellent. As you can see, these are signals right after the junction, and it is fine. The train will not clog up the junctions as they will not stop on the marked rails. Excellent. Yeah, so we've freed up this junction here, which is fine. Note, trains may stop on the marked rails only if the signal is added as waypoint to the route. No stop or chain signals could be very useful when you have a lot of junctions in a small area and you want to make sure that the rails will not get blocked by trains stopping for signals. Think of your signals as gates that can choose which trains can go through. Line filtering tool lets you choose which trains can pass such signals. We've got a diesel here. Here we have an example of typical use case for such filtering. Click on the highlighted signal. You can change the filter by selecting the option from the drop down. Next, I will list the available options and explain how we use them. Okay. Main. The default setting that allows all trains to pass through the signal without restrictions. It's suitable for general routes where you want unrestricted access for all train types. Passenger. Restricts the signal to passenger trains only. Uses option to separate passenger lines from freight, ensuring dedicated tracks. I'm just trying to see where this is, because this is stop line, it's not moving. It's okay. Freight lines to signal freight trains only. Okay, so it's basically the opposite of the passenger. Branch adds a penalty to the signal path, making it less attractive for trains. This option is useful for blocking off areas or routes you want trains to avoid unless they have waypoints there. Stop. That's what it's currently on. Only allows trains that have this signal marked as a waypoint on their route. Ideal for creating designated stop parking spots for trains to wait for cargo or passengers. Oh, interesting. Okay. This prevents other trains from occupying the rail track. Here we have this case presented. Click on the trains button to see trains that use selected signal as a waypoint. Okay. Okay, so we've only got train 21 here, which is the only train on this list. Only one train is using the signal. This means that this track can be occupied by one train only. This way, this train will not block any traffic while waiting for cargo, and this spot will not be occupied by other passing trains as well. Excellent. Yeah, I'll take this route. Okay. Apparently I've mastered advanced signal techniques in trainworld. With these signal skills, you can optimize your now wild network, manage complex tracks, and keep the trains running effectively. Congratulations! We've completed this tutorial. Okay, and there we have it, folks. We will end this episode today right here. So we've done signals. Okay, yeah, pretty straightforward, really. So that's good. So next episode we'll be looking at optimizing waypoints and routes, and going from there, depending on, of course, how long they are. We will depend on how long the video is. Sometimes we'll be putting 2 into 1. But I want to thank you all for joining me today. And again, thank you to Turnpoint Games for providing me with this free review copy. Details are in the description down below. Let me know what your thoughts are. I'm thinking. So once we are finished with this tutorial series, we will be doing a live stream and starting a full-on game. But until then, and until next time, folks, I am Pakira as always. Take care of yourselves and each other. Kia kaha.